I swear. You know it's timeless? Jesus Christ, on the motorbike.
Jesus Christ. Bro, you think... Listen, bro, I don't have bird conversations with people with no birds. You don't got no birds?
Listen, bro, like, I know we was going to link up and thing, but I just
Something
remember...
came up. You don't know my mom. Nigga, you don't know my life. And I'm moving a lot of black people here. We take the property value all the way fucking down.
You made one fucking stuff.
You know,
nigga.
It's not really worth the energy. Yeah. Mostly. I don't know. That is a very vain.
We are
Essence. Yeah, that's how I feel when I get on. It's like every time I get on. Hey, mamacita. Muy bonito. Baby, I got it. Like Mama Africa. You just way too bad. You the top nigga, man, don't mind. You just way too bad. You the top nigga, man, wanna spend that bag.
Yeah, true.
Got me so in love that you was in the office because they were recording like on fire. Got a nigga singing like la 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 la. Let that shit go. Ask like that you got to let that shit go.
Welcome back to the Zanzibar Cast, where we talk about everything between fashion and entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, and everything in between.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
How we get that money and thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and still look drippy.
As fuck.
Hey, speaking of drippy, bro, like, I like the classic red still.
This classic red slap hard, bro.
Nice.
I done had this for like, I don't know, a year and a half.
Like 200 washes or whatever.
Oh, shit. But the blue is my favorite. Like, dude, I've been fucking with the blue.
But
no, I like white. Like, white for me is like, it's summer, that kind of thing.
You gotta be careful what you say, bro.
You see this nigga, yeah?
You gotta be careful with what you say. White is also... the name they call what? You know what they call?
Listen, man. It's not on that, yeah? Mm-hmm, but, okay. I mean, no, I like the white because... I'm done. I can't. I can't. You see, now that you mentioned that, I can't take that seriously. I can't say any fucking thing now without bursting out into laughter once you mention white.
Nah, you're right, bro.
But...
You're right.
But no, the blue...
He's all right.
Nah, but the blue been my favorite. Like, I love the blue. Like,
what kind of blue is that, you know?
It's not sky blue. It's a little bit like...
It's just a little... It's a
little
shade
bit darker,
yeah. It might be the royal blue or like... No, there's this other blue that starts with an M. I think it's Marjorie or something like that.
Huh?
No, that is royal blue. But there is marine blue as well, but that is darker.
Have you seen the blue he's talking about?
Yeah, it's a royal blue.
It's a royal blue.
It's royal blue.
Man got royalty in the blood, bro.
It was white before.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Fucking idiot.
You say that while you were doing this, you know? Like, I gotta make you on that one, but what the fuck is this?
Guy. We're trying to be serious, okay? We're trying to be serious. And hopefully nobody catches on to the fuckery that you're saying. But...
They know.
Who knows?
Whoever's watching me right now, if you don't know what...
Well, can you please explain to me, sir?
Listen, we are not...
No, it's just royal blue, bro.
Yeah, that royal blue is nice.
Exactly, even if you do this with it, but like...
And this nigga, yo, for real though, like this one, I fuck with this.
That's hard.
It's nice.
It's a bestseller too.
I still prefer like the classic though, like, but me, I'm a simple nigga. Like, I don't want a lot of shit on my clothes.
Like, bro, like, listen, sometimes you need this and sometimes you need that.
No, but I'm always that, like...
No, we're trying to cater.
Not the red, but like, I mean, I'm always like, just the simple thing on the thing.
I get it. The entire idea is like to be able to cater to all these groups, bro. Like, so for the ones who like a lot of graphics and stuff like that, we got some for you. And the people who like simple, designs and stuff.
I have like a random question. It's like some random word.
Kick your brother skull.
You think it's okay for like a guy to tell another guy like, yo, I like what you're wearing?
I think it's absolutely okay.
I mean, there's people that are like, let me rephrase that, not people. There's guys that are against that. Like,
you see another man dressed well, you can say that's a nice shirt.
But don't you think
that's a nice tee.
I think it takes a certain level of maturity and self-security to just, say to your friend, like your guy friend, like,
it's fire.
Yeah, you're looking nice.
Look good today.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna help me help myself.
Explain.
It means you look fire today. We go outside.
I see where you're getting. Like, if me and you were going outside and you look whack, I'll be like, bro.
I'm like, yeah, bro, like, listen, yo, I love you, bro, but like, today, yeah, it feels like you're gonna, like, destroy the market.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I'd be like, listen, I left something on the stove. Listen, bro, like, I know we was gonna link up and thing, but I just
Something
remember.
came up.
Yeah, exactly. I just remember,
Yeah,
like.
I gotta go feed my mother's bird. My mother got a parrot back at home, bro, and this nigga hasn't eaten all day.
But you see, I'm the fucked up kind of motherfucker that's gonna ask you, like, bro, when did your mom get a bird? You have explaining to do.
I'm like, you don't know my mom. Nigga, you don't know my life. I say it, you believe it, everybody goes, wait, bro, it's cool. Relax. That's exactly what? What thing gives you the right to ask me a question like that? My mom got a bird. I gotta go home and feed it. Huh? End of story.
Listen, I don't let shit slide, I swear. Like, for me, it's like, I'm gonna ask you, what the fuck you mean? Like, what you mean she got a bird? Like, I ain't never heard you talk about this bird.
I'm like, listen, bro, I don't have bird conversations with people with no birds. You don't got no birds? But since you asked me where I was going, I had to let you know.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Gotta go, bro.
Where would you say that you got your sense of style from?
That shit is innate, bro.
Bro, like, listen, that shit comes from the DNA, man. It's in there somewhere. Like, you just don't become good at picking fashion, bro. It kind of picks you. Something like just innate. It's in there, bro.
I would argue that you could learn to be stylish. Just to play devil's advocate.
I hear you, but cat.
Man shot it.
It's one of those things. It's either or. Like, it's either you have it or it's just, it went the other way. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, I mean, like I said, I agree with you. I was just playing devil's advocate.
I
Like,
hear you.
I done seen some people and I'm like, did you look in the mirror before you left the house?
Nah, nigga.
You know, like, how in the name of fuck do you leave the house in multicolored pants, multicolored shirt, like multicolored every fucking, you look like a walking fucking bouquet of flowers, man. It's
Nah,
like,
you're like a
what
billboard, fam. You got all the colors in the fucking,
fuck is going
in the
on?
palette, bro. You got everything on it.
But then again, if we're gonna say like style is innate, I mean, even that innate style, I mean, don't you think you learn what works for you?
I think we all got like,
You have a base. You have like a base, like,
Yeah,
where you are stylish. You learn, you know, in time what your style, your actual style is, even if you have a good sense of fashion.
yeah. My whole thing is just being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just comfort.
But that's also why I fuck with like jeans and t-shirts.
Yeah, like, I don't care what it is that I put on in that kind of sense, but it has to be comfortable. So if it's a tracksuit, comfortable. You can't go wrong with jeans and Clarks and a t-shirt.
Well.
It's a classic. Or it's a style that's gonna live forever. Like, you just can't go wrong.
But I still do them fucking Air Jordans.
Yeah,
Still. What do you mean?
I mean the Jordans, but like they classic look, yeah. That I feel like when I see you most of the times, you got Clarks on.
Yeah, but those are comfortable.
That's what I'm saying, though. It comes back to the point, bro. Like, it's gotta look good, but the most important thing I would say is it's just gonna feel so nice to wear it.
Dude, like,
Otherwise, no point.
But the other thing is also this, because like I think when we talk even about style and if it's innate or not or that kind of thing, it's like it has to go back to not just what you feel comfortable in, but like the feeling of what you want to have on.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just if it's comfortable, because like you could have on some comfortable shit, but you don't really want that. Like, I mean, I've been seeing clothes that look nice. I'm like, this should look like it would be comfortable, but like my spirit is not with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
just-
Again, you can't buy that kind of thing. That compass inside of a person. That
You
would
can't
look
learn
at,
it.
Yeah, that would look at a article of clothing and be like, you know, that's fire, that's trash. Like, you can't buy that.
Yeah, but I still could look at something and say that's fire, but I'm not wearing it.
Not so often for me.
No, for me it's like that. Like I could see it on somebody, it's like, oh, that's fire. I would see it in a store, I'm like, that's fire, but it's not me. It's kind of like perfume. Because like there is perfume like everybody rage about, like this is the shit, whatever not. You will never get me, and I'm not shitting on Million, but you will never get me wear like 1 million, like ever. I mean, I don't
1
care.
million is like the IKEA of perfumes. No cap. Everybody's got something from them. That is facts. That I know for a fact.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, I like the smell.
Yeah.
The thing is, you will never get me to wear it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I could like something, I'll think it's nice, but it's not me. Because your scent profile, for example, like when it comes to perfume, like if you smell all my perfumes, there's something in common with them. Like there is not one perfume that is gonna just like, what? Because every time I smell my perfume, like, and the funny thing is like, I would go outside and I pass somebody and be like, the fuck you wearing my perfume for? You know what I mean?
Like it was created just for you.
Exactly, it would be like that. And I think it's the same thing like with clothes, like you want to have that sense of connection to your clothes.
Identity.
And I mean, like I could smell some other perfume that smells nice, but I'm like, that's not really me. But you get this sense of connection to your clothes. It's the same thing with your scent profile, for example. You get that feeling of connection to your perfume. Like you feel like this is mine.
Like you talked about that you innate your sense of style, but you develop it over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think that different trends connect to that, and how do you like find your way in that jungle between trends and your own sense of fashion?
To be honest with you, I'm the last person who follows trends.
Bro, word.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the last person who follows trends. Like now and again, yeah, somebody's gonna put out something and I'll be like, that's fire. But most of the time, it's just like I just stick to the classics and the stuff that I like to do, or stuff that I like to wear that's comfortable and looks fly.
But here's the problem with trends.
Yeah.
You could hop on something that is not for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that make you look goofy.
No, it makes
Like,
you look goofy as fuck.
It's like, I mean, you wouldn't catch me out here just rocking a Montclair jacket.
Forget it, bro.
Like, nah.
It's too shiny for man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I can't do that.
I'm a low key dark colors kind of guy. Nothing that draws attention to me. Like that's kind of just my style.
Yeah.
So I don't care if I could afford a Montclair jacket, which I can't. Hey, taxman, I don't got no money.
I don't got no money. That's like, but I'm just saying, like Montclair jackets, yeah. Like you can tell by how they're constructed that they were created for a certain kind of person.
Well, let's not talk about those.
But this kind of person, yeah, it's not about money. This is the type of person who likes to be seen.
No, I know, but
They like to be in the mix. So it's definitely not for you.
No, but you've been seeing people that you know these motherfuckers is broke, but they got like a Montclair jacket.
Hey man, it's drip.
It's like,
it's drip. Yeah, man, I didn't pay the child support, but it's drip.
Listen. I could be drippy and you don't know what brand I'm wearing. That's just me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need the world to see that. Oh, I got a brand on because like
I feel like trends, they do affect the way we consume shit. For me, it's more like this, yeah. You develop your own sense of fashion to the point where somebody makes something that appeals to your sense of style, then you can pick and choose whatever it is that you want from that collection.
Of course.
So like what I'm wearing right now, it's a Prada beanie, right? I wouldn't buy anything from Prada in that kind of sense because the brand just doesn't represent me, or it wasn't created for me. But now and again, they drop something that appeals to my sense of style. I'm talking about Prada, Balenciagas, and all them other guys. I feel like trends are important because they add to the evolution of the industry in general, bro. Because people's needs and wants and what it is that they envision changes over time too. So you gotta keep up sometimes.
Yeah,
you need to refresh your wardrobe, and it's not just about getting new clothes. It also refreshes the feeling. So fashion, man, is one of those things.
But it's important that you come to like, you know, refreshing your wardrobe and that kind of stuff because like I want to segue into something in terms of like where is our environmental responsibility when it comes to consumers? Like I mean. And not just consumers, but like you have as well, you know, businesses that profit off and market just this consumer mentality where it's not about quality, it's about what's popping right now.
Big facts. If you ask me, bro, I'll say this, yeah. When it comes to environment, as a business and as a consumer, because we both. I own a business and I buy things. It's like I try not to shop quite as often, and when I do, I'm very aware to do my research on these companies and where I buy things from and when they source from and how they deal with the environment. their policies when it comes to that. That's just as much as I, as a consumer, can do. When it comes to me as a producer, as a guy who owns a company that produces clothes, my standards are even higher there. It's just to make sure that I produce for manufacturers who actually produce this stuff in the right way, or in a way that is environmentally friendly. And when it comes to how they ship the stuff to me, I also got to make sure that I have my stuff shipped to me in the most environmentally friendly way possible. There's so much more that we can do as a society, but I do feel like our general consciousness when it comes to the environment, for the most part, isn't as elevated. That's something that we got to work on. But as a business, we have put measures in place to make sure that we adhere to, or we are conscious about how we produce and how our consumers consume our stuff. And we also make sure not to overproduce, because that is the other problem.
Yeah, because I've really thought about it, and the more I've thought about it, the more I've become like, you know, I shop a lot. But I've become more conscious of what I'm buying.
So what do you think it is that makes you overbuy like the way you do?
It's the availability. That's the one thing. And then
The marketing is too good. You can't help yourself.
I don't know about the marketing being too good, but I know like availability and low prices. Because there's always a sale somewhere. If you really want to buy something, there's always a sale.
You're a different nigga,
No,
bro.
but it's true.
You're a different kind of man, bro.
It's true.
You're a different kind of man, bro.
It's true. And I think like this, and even though it's a relatively new term, it's always been around, fear of missing out, FOMO.
You got FOMO.
I think a lot of that affects consumers, FOMO. This just constant fear of missing out on a good deal, is a constant fear of missing out on a particular trend or a particular style, whatever the case might be. And then it causes you to buy even things that you don't necessarily would have bought.
I understand that.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't you have the whole comfort shopping, like filling a void, trying to get over your whatever
No more.
emotion it is that you have?
No more. Man, don't comfort shop. You comfort shop?
Bro, I don't shop at all. I know a lot of people who enjoy doing that shit.
No, I love shopping. Don't get me twisted. Like, I love shopping.
I do not enjoy
But I don't
shopping.
comfort shop. I impulsively shop.
Those
That's
two,
a whole
I think
different
there's a
ballgame.
very strong correlation between those two things.
Yeah, I don't
But like,
comfort shop.
you know what the thing is?
I
It's
see
about
some-
you guys, yeah? Your shopping habits are so similar to a T.
What do you mean, bro?
You are a marketer's dream customer.
Yeah, I'm impulsive on everything.
Like, you're a marketer's dream customer, bro. You guys gotta tell me, you gotta give me insight on copies
on
that I
what?
need to write
On
for
what?
Because like, at the rate at which you guys consume, I wanna know what these people say to you people. They get you every time. And they get her every time.
No.
Listen.
You got the tight stuff.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah,
listen.
Huh.
Here's the problem with me in shopping, yeah? And I know my problems, I'm going to admit my problem. The problem with me in shopping is that, like, I will see something that I'm like, yeah, I like this. And if I like it, my next thought is, yeah, I'm gonna get this. And it's kind of just that. So it's not even marketing, because I would say that marketing doesn't really work on me in the sense that you couldn't show me a t-shirt on Instagram and I'll buy it.
Don't you?
But if you got me to the site, if you figured out a way to get me to your site and start browsing, I will probably find something that I'm like,
Wait.
this is nice.
You say it's not marketing?
No,
You think it wasn't a marketing move to put that exact picture there?
No. Listen, the marketing. When I say it's not marketing, yeah, what you might have marketed to me, expecting me to buy this, is not necessarily what I will end up buying. So your number one job as a seller is to get me to your site. If you've got me to the site, half of the job is done, because whatever got me there.
He's a loose buyer. Very easily seduced, right? Very easily seduced by these.
I don't know about the seduction part, but
Then the colors.
But then we are like, you're saying that is not marketing. For me, that is like the perfect marketing, but you don't even realize.
It doesn't even realize. It's so good.
Then I start thinking like TikTok trends. We talked about trends before, and now we talked about marketing and over shopping. The whole TikTok trends thing, and like how have that affected the fashion world?
How TikTok has affected the fashion world. So, first of all, you gotta keep this in mind. Anybody that has a TikTok, you know the whole thing is based upon people having very short attention spans. So when they make this,
like a TikTok.
like people making TikToks, but they are so riveting. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's like a collection that they're putting out and the way they're shooting it, like the way they put their content together, it's done in a way that you get to see everything, but it's like really short and sweet. And it's cool people, it's cool colors, it's cool environments. You just want to be that person. I've seen these things.
But here's the thing, and this is why I say it's not marketing.
Yeah. Bro, you can never make an argument for that not being marketing. But continue.
No, listen. Or let me say it like this, yeah? The intention of the marketer might have been to get me to buy a particular thing. That is not necessarily the thing that I will end up buying. Yeah. Because first and foremost, my first reaction is going to be, if I seen this and liked it, chances are a lot of other motherfuckers have done the same thing. And that immediately turns me off from that particular thing. However, your job is done because you've gotten me to the site. So what you've marketed to me is not going to be what I am going to be interested in.
I get it.
I will look for the shit that might look weird or offbeat or some shit. And just to go off on a tangent, like TikTok has never influenced me in any way when it comes to fashion. Never.
I have never bought anything off TikTok.
Never.
But every time I look at a TikTok, I understand why that could persuade somebody to make a purchase.
More is guilty.
I'm pretty sure she bought some stuff off TikTok.
Oh yeah, I did. I told you about
You know that TikTok made me buy it, niggas.
I should do one of those. I ordered a couple of tights
From TikTok. Very important detail. From where?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to argue.
She's just gonna go past it.
And me being so aware of what to look for to buy from a secure source to make sure that they have enough social proof to actually get something.
Bro, I've been teaching her stuff she doesn't practice.
Exactly. And then my impulsivity came over me. So I ended up ordering tights from a definitely not secure page. And I had to wait like 3 months. I think I emailed them 20 times. Because when I actually looked them up, there was so many people that like, we never got our stuff.
Finesse.
This is a scam. This is a scam. Don't order. You don't get your stuff.
And this is after you paid your money.
Imagine.
Yeah. Because they didn't have that secure thing.
You know what's crazy? But when I asked this woman, so are you gonna get your money? She's like, it was only 120. I'm like, nigga, it's $12.
It was 350.
Listen. Oh shit.
She lied. She was trying to minimize it. She was minimizing it.
So it's about $35. Like they finessed you. They tried to finesse. Wait, you should have gone to Zanzibar.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Guys. Think.
I got my shit from Zanzibar still. Don't worry. Like,
hey, Zanzibar ships in 10 days, bro. We don't play with your fucking orders.
Yeah, so to go to Zanzibar and stop talking about my embarrassing impulsive shopping.
$35, bro.
That is rough.
35, and then she brought it down to 120.
I was ashamed, love. Okay.
It was like, oh no, it was just $12.
It was just $12. Yeah, it was like I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, $12 of your money.
You know how hard you have to work for that $12?
So to some people, that's a whole hour at work.
Exactly, a whole fucking hour.
Yeah,
But
are you?
But I got them.
You feel shame? Do you feel shame?
I feel a lot of shame. You can
we
see
should
that
do
on my red face
we should do her like Game of Thrones. Cling cling cling. Shame.
No, really. Like honestly, but anyway, you got your pants.
Yeah.
Did they fit?
Yeah, they did. They are amazing.
They are good. It took 3 months. Only 3 months. Yeah, they went to
I
the.
had 20 emails. I can assure you, if I haven't been so onto them, and actually threatened to report them.
They don't have never send those.
To whom?
Like
To whom do you report somebody that you bought
I
shit?
looked into this shit because I got so ashamed, so I got pissed.
Let's just be honest. If you get finesse for $35, like that's your own fault.
Listen.
That's kind of too high. The amount is more. You are the perfect customer. Like I should study her. I should study her.
I thought that was what you doing.
No. Listen.
You.
The problem is you can't
It's
really
like-
study her because you're doing legitimate business.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. Like if I start doing scam business, maybe I'll look into it.
Yeah. Chopper.
Like, how does Sensei work with all these, like, finding a balance between the soul of the brand and following trends?
I'm more of a buck the trend kind of guy. Like the uniqueness of something has value.
That is a fact.
And like, if you just replicate something, right? You don't become timeless of replicating.
Facts.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Say Balenciaga sneakers, yeah. How many people or how many different brands have you seen try their own knockoff version of the Balenciaga sneakers?
God, I saw them in Zara.
Exactly. Everybody has a little
Of
knockoff
all
version.
places, Zara.
And the thing is, like the original Balenciaga sneakers, those are timeless because they created the trend.
They did create
Yeah.
it, but they are trash. Let's just be
No.
honest.
We're not going to go into if they're trash or not.
I was just giving a review anyway.
Like before those sneakers, like who was making them? Nobody. So they buck a trend. Like there was probably a trend for some other shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they just buck the trend. Like we're not gonna go along and make those kind of shoes.
It's like Kanye with the
Make
Yeezys too, like
Exactly.
with the soul.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just decide like this is what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like I'm not gonna follow the trend.
We were
Like
talking about how Sansa handled to find a balance between the soul of the brand and following trends.
Yeah, we did talk about that. I mean, what we do is like, and this idea actually came from you guys. The idea of just having like the classics that people can always come back to the store and they will always find this in store, and then we create other collections which are a bit more creative and we push the envelope a little further. But for the classics, the elements of the business that have the soul of the business, those never change. So we can go with waves and we can go with trends, but the soul of the company stays in our classics.
hold on. Are you telling me that you have inadvertently recreated the fucking Jordan formula, bro? There's a classic fucking Jordans. Them man done branched out to fucking Zion and LeBron, Travis, and all them. It sounds like something that just inadvertently happened. Like you be like that. You have like your core, like there's people that just fuck with original Jordans.
The truth is, bro, like as a business, you gotta evolve if you're gonna survive, and as you have to evolve if you're gonna survive. And the way that we can evolve and still keep the soul of the company is having stuff that we can experiment on, but also keeping our soul in the products that people actually gravitate towards us for.
The originals.
So the originals
the
and the
DNA
classics,
is
the
still
stuff
there.
that we've always made. T-shirts like this seems simple, but this is the stuff that got us popping.
The
So we gotta
classic,
keep
the
going.
classics is clutch, bro.
It's
I
the stuff
swear,
that,
like,
that
the
we started
classics is
making that
clutch,
people
bro.
started liking. So, and it's crazy that we were talking about this while I'm wearing it, but we keep.
I should have
these
my
and make
blue,
sure
man. Like that blue.
Yeah, this is stuff that keeps
I
us
love that blue
afloat.
from. I swear.
And that's how you can balance out trends. And you don't change the soul, you don't change the original products, but you can always make other collections where you can play around as much as you want. So if you want to make Jordans for Zion, whatever, it's no problem.
Nah.
So
But then you talk about that you have the soul connected to the early collections, and then you have more free later on collections. But how
Experiment.
do you keep the soul in the later on collections and still follow the trends? Like, how do you find a balance in every collection? Because you have to stay true to Sunset, because otherwise you will lose the legacy.
But the truth is, for the people or for the customers that we've had that have been with us on the journey since the beginning, they know what they're there for. And they come there for the classics. But our evolution also, on the way, we've picked up a few customers who have a different idea of what it is that they want. And that's why we have collections. So it's not really about keeping the souls in the other collections that we experiment on, because trends don't last. Originals will always last. But with the trends, it serves the needs of the people who need to evolve with these things. And we need to evolve as a business in terms of what keeps us alive.
You know, it's interesting that we're talking about this, like, because you might not think that, but let's say I'm more detached from Zanze. I mean, like, I'm involved, but detached. If you understand what I mean, yeah. And the thing is, like, I think you might not know this, or you might have just, you know, bypassed it inadvertently. But there is still like a very, in my opinion, like, I've been on the website. You know, like, every time you make a change, yo, dude, check this. And like, so I've been on the website. And the thing is that you are still curating in a way that is very Zanze. You know? It's not like I wouldn't expect to go on the website and see some neon.
No, we're not doing that.
No, but you know what I mean?
No.
So you're still curating in a particular way, even if you don't consciously do it. Or you don't, like, that is not the aim. There's still a certain amount of curation that goes into even the newer stuff.
No, you're right, bro. Like, we set up a set of values. We call them our core values. And we never we never skew away from this. We never skew away from it. And that comes,
but that's what I mean.
The soul of the whole
like,
thing.
even with the experimental shit, I wouldn't even call it experimental. But I mean, like, with the
more graphic stuff.
Exactly, the more graphic stuff, like, there is still a certain amount of deliberateness in what is being put out. And there is a certain amount of, you get, or I get, because that's also one of the reasons I try to stay as detached as possible from the actual creative process.
Yeah.
Because I want to have that feeling that when I go on the website, I am going from the point of view of a customer.
You're objective.
I don't want to be the person that's been actively involved in everything, and then when you ask for my opinion on something,
you can't be objective,
I can't be objective. Like, I want to see it for the first time on the website.
I'm with you.
I go there and I'm like, nah, that ain't it. But I mean, like, I've never had a moment like that, but I mean, I want to be able to be objective in my approach to what I see.
I think that's a good point, Rich.
And it's curated, even if you're not consciously, like, actively trying to curate in a certain way, it is still curated. And I think just to tie into anybody else that might, you know, watch this, is that regardless of the business, because I don't want us to get too lost in the whole Zanze thing, because we're not doing an hour-long, you know, advertisement for Zanze. But for anybody else who has a business idea, anybody else who has plans on going into whatever market it is, yeah, you have to have your core values, and whatever it is you're producing should say, this is us. Even if you're not actively trying to do it, like, there's certain amount of you that still needs to be in whatever you produce, whatever you put out. There's a certain amount of you that still needs to be identifiable, because that's why Nike could put out a T-shirt with just a small, you know, just a small.
And it's a smash.
And Adidas could put out just a regular T-shirt with a small little logo on it, and you still get the feel of Adidas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So curation is important. I think curation in the sense that you're not trying to copy somebody else.
Yep.
You know, that becomes very important in your DNA. So whatever business it is, I mean, even if you have a business, because let's say clothing business, for example, I mean, there's so many different clothing brands. At the end of the day, there's only so many ways you can make one T-shirt, you know?
So to wrap that up, you're talking about the core values. What could you just make a short description of what Zanze's core values is?
Our whole existence has really deep roots in community. There's people coming together, skill share.
Just building a movement.
Exactly, just passing that value back and forth, and just make sure that not just I benefit from this, everybody else around me gets to eat, and that's what's important.
All right, listen, guys, we're going to check out, like, we'll see you around on the next one, yeah? You know where to come back. There's always good stuff here, and we'll try and keep making that for you. And hopefully you learned something today, you know? And Tim, you want to say something?
We were the Zanze Cash. Till next time. See ya.